Okay, let's get started. How drunk am I going to get today? I don't really know. Anyway, well, I wasn't sure what to do when I was laying down, so I'm doing something. I kind of didn't eat anything yesterday, so luckily I had a burrito from yesterday and I hadn't eaten yet. Well, that's kind of why I'm streaming right now. Hold on, let me switch over. Because, I'm kind of forcing myself to eat right now. So kind of why I bought M&M's too. Which I also ate. I had like... I don't really think I drank that much yesterday.
I couldn't decide between the frog spawn soap and the dung box.
So we'll see how today goes.
Depends how much
What did I do?
I used both of them.
Just a couple days ago.
Soap and the dung box I got the farm
I talked to the mermaid lady, and then we did we had the winner change after we did the third trial, or the second trial. We have the third trial, I think is here, right? There's something I have to do here. Wait. Do the timers still work outside of game? Outside of game? Let's see. If it does, I'm gonna be really okay with that. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it's only in-game time when a lot of the timers are going. Look. Oh, it's full. Okay, with the vivarium.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, we have a baby Thessal.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Where's the... Here he is.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Okay, what is a Duracrawl? Sam, watch out. Okay, let's get the Toad Pen. where's the door of Den? Niflin. Mooncalf Den, Unicorn, Nobbler, Giant Toad Den, Vessel Den, Giant Toad. Giant Toad. Okay, where is this deer crawl den? Oh, well that helps. Hmm. Alright, let's get outside. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they pinned at least the deer crawl pin. I thought I'd have to go look for one. I'm gonna try and get this beast class done and then see if we can get another one.
These rocks have seen better days.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure. Levioso! Levioso!
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defender!
Stop that!
Confringo!
No!
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Okay, got this.
Confringo!
Photo. Why did I get sent a photo? Ah, there it is.
Confringo. That wasn't too hard.
Ah, there we go. We got one source of ancient magic again.
Confringo.
What that? The spell didn't even get cast. What the heck? There we go. Damn it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I can do that silently?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go. Alright, well, that didn't help me at all. I was hoping it was gonna be actually something useful. I mean, it's just a random freaking chest in the middle of nowhere, but at least I thought it would have been something.
Reparo. Lumos.
What am I doing?
Confringo.
Is something else gonna show up here? I'm busy dealing with these Duracrolls. What? Get over here!
Do cooperate, won't you? Levioso.
Yep, we got that one.
I'll look after you.
Okay, that's one Duracroll.
Revelio.
Where'd all of them go?
Levioso.
Get in the bag. There you
Professor
go.
Howard will never believe this. What do you have in store for me this time?
What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the Hog's Head. This is a waste of our time.
They'll never find me here. Where are the other ones?
Revelio. Confringo.
Coffee out there.
Where are these other ones?
You took that goblin helm. Potato.
Where's he at?
Afraid
Where's
to
this
face
Ashwinder?
me?
If I could find you, I'd probably be able to fight you.
Where did you go, coward?
Why did I get spotted here, of all places?
Knew you were still hanging about.
Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we still run.
Who am I fighting? Okay, well, whatever. I'll climb up this tower for now.
Confringo.
Okay, what is this box for?
Only further stokes my fury. Fool.
When we're done here,
I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
What's that gonna do for me?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What the?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, why is it disappearing?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Why is it disappearing? What the fuck?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Why is this going on? What the fuck?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Why the? What is the point of this?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, well.
Someone.
Did you hear that?
Not expecting it quiet.
Arresto Memento.
had enough.
Leviosa.
Rise and fight.
Descendo.
So close.
Accio.
Ow.
Leviosa.
Release me immediately.
Accio.
Nope.
Reparo.
Get me down from here!
To your knees.
Okay.
Accio.
Why are they teleporting? What the fuck?
You don't.
Confringo.
You disappoint me.
Why is it aiming at the one in the back? This guy in front of me.
That's just the beginning.
No one takes potato!
Confringo! Accio! Arresto momentum. Descendo. Levioso. Accio.
Okay, there we go. Oh god, this freaking stand is freaking screaming at me.
I don't trust Ranrock.
Revelio.
I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Um. This thing is screaming at me. Pay attention. Oh, come on. Nope, that's not it. Okay. What the? Drop. There you go. No, don't climb. There we go.
Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Okay.
Arresto momentum. Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
That was the last one. Okay, it's hiding behind something. I was wondering where the last one was.
Sheer isn't worth the time. No amount of spoils is worth having this fight.
Use Protego successfully multiple times. Oh, okay. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay, wow. Let's get a purple toad. Got another one nearby? They go all the way over there. Isn't there one like right here? There's one right here. Ugh. Go to this one. Oh, it's closer to this side. It's closer to Hogwarts. Out.
Oh, hard work and good luck go hand in hand.
Okay, it's just an empty cabin? Okay. This should be under the bridge. Supposedly. Oh. Oh, what is that?
Protego! Glacius! Revelio! Glacius! Defender!
Okay. Is the other guy still alive? No. Well, get the bag out.
Revelio! Levioso!
Get in the bag.
Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Levioso.
There we go.
There. Not going to hurt you.
All right, there we go. Okay. 10 beast classes after this. Whoa. What the? Oh.
Revelio.
Okay. I was supposed to press map. Wait, I thought I advanced the time. Did you just get farther to the nighttime? Maybe it was already almost morning. What the heck? I still think the Mooncraft is a weird looking thing. Okay, never mind. Something else took the name of a weird thing. Yes, just burn the kids' eyes.
Work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh, can't say I'm terribly fond.
My brother's doing well, thanks to you. And he listens to me now. Turns out having beats for feet teaches a memorable lesson.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Okay.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
We have 2 more spells to learn.
Well done.
Harder.
Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Head and fight. Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
I kind of want to see what it does to people. Okay, Fire and Vice. Meet with Puppy. Puppy Sweetie. It's the north end. It's on this end, isn't it? Okay, I don't know who this person is or where they're at. Whoa, 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 whoa.
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
Good. There we go, Scorpius.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
It's 4.
Revelio.
Oh. There we go. New Merlin trial unlocked. Okay, where am I supposed to meet this guy? How far am I supposed to go? Oh, I am nowhere near that. Gotta go to the Forbidden Forests.
Show you there! Stop!
Getting a little bit closer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Astronomy table. There we go. Draco. Oh, more hippogriffs.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time. I should investigate.
Probably later. I was supposed to take that road. Fuck. Alright, what's gonna happen here? How long do we have to wait?
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Revelio.
Oh.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
They're drugging the toads.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Just drinks be weird at a random campsite you don't know very well.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
They're gonna help me look.
Interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look,
they filled in with magic items.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Levioso! Dodged an attack. That's the best.
The land returns to the I'll put you in it. I've never been one for gardening.
Here I find you. Back the move.
Levioso. Accio. Arresto momentum. Descender.
Oh.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
I didn't know I could break bridges.
Reparo.
I guess that's one reason to have this spell. I had a whole team here. What the heck? One of those mega tents.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Fighting rings?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Mr. Dallas.
You're the mission only. You have access to the restricted area right away. What the heck?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work along Mr. Dallas.
Just this way. Bag.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What?
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her out, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha, Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his
You're
There
the
you
one
are.
we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Teach you nothing.
The labyrinth.
I'm not paying attention.
Feisty little foliage.
Arrest the momentum.
Never mind.
That is fine.
Stop that right now.
Expelliarmus.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Be angry.
Incendio. This way.
Okay.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Oh shit. That's not what I wanted.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Who lived here, I wonder? That solves that.
Last frog, you two.
Confringo.
More frog. This button. So there's only one, there's only two right frogs and then one that leads randomly anywhere. I think the only thing we have is the transformation. Other than the keys, I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Trying to find the moons, I guess.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
One in
Is that all you know?
Time to get...
That's the wrong door.
Do you think I'm impressed? I don't care how many chops it took. Please, leave me in peace.
Lumos.
Oh, there it is. What's that guy's problem?
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Okay,
What
are you up to now?
Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred clockwise.
okay, mum's the word. Dragon's breathe. What is her situation? Okay, let's do the mum's the word. The innovation tower, probably. I mean, I still haven't found the last Daedalus keys. It's just the last two that I need as well. I have no idea where they're at. I mean... where am I right now? Version spellcraft. Shit. The Athenium? What is the Athenium? It would have to be in the West Tower because I haven't been there yet. Demiguise statue here? Okay, well.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
Near?
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend will get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How would he not notice a gazelle?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
I mean,
she claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Okay. This is the West Tower that I've never seen.
I find if I try to look attentive in potions, it seems.
I would think there would be a data lens key this way.
The headmaster shows no compassion. I deserve a location.
Lumos.
Each one that reeks of manure.
I used to write to my parents every week. Now I can't.
Oh, there it is.
Pride of place, and here's me in a stink. I should demand a rehanging. If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed.
It's astonishing what one can learn when keeping one's mouth shut in the common room. People feel at liberty to talk about anything.
The Pink Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally.
I haven't slept in days.
Oh, pretty broomstick. That's supposed to go.
Safe flying!
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Accio! House elves and wizard kinds met.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Updates to the end of this whole situation. Oh, I can't ride the broom while I'm in Hogsmeade.
Not saying I don't care.
So this is the underground harbour.
He is underground.
Revelio.
Other than the quest, I don't think there's anything here. Including the landing of boats first delivered across the Black. This is one of the ones I was supposed to get. Certainly is a silver scarf.
So,
Can't find a better one yet. Yeah, that was one of the ones I needed.
Lumos.
I find the girls getting messier than
Oh, there would have been no way I would have been able to find this. Right at the entrance, holy shit. At least the boat thing. That is up here.
Levioso. Arresto momentum. Lumos.
It's probably on the other side then.
all I have at home are brothers.
Okay. I guess we run around this courtyard, see if we can find anything. Still trying to look for that key. This thing here that's making noise for whatever reason. I think it's a treasure chest, but I don't know for sure.
Some of us are tidier than others, though, aren't we? You don't have to look far to know who the responsible is.
I feel like the Deity Lane key would have to be like somewhere out here. One of these outdoor courts. They pretty much look at almost everywhere. There have to be something probably out here, like the. Oh. It'd probably have to be somewhere around here, somewhere. Since I haven't explored this area, let's just take a look around real quick, see if I can find him. And I have run around here, but not for very long. There was the one that was over here in this court. I don't know if I collected it or not.
Revelio.
What is making that noise?
Revelio.
Oh.
Confringo!
8, 4, 3 and 1. Ooh, big chest.
Revelio. Revelio.
Okay, collect a page from the enemy transfiguration in the library? Yeah, library. Yeah,
I'm glad there's a Slytherin thing.
Headmaster's a Slytherin? Makes me a little bit sad. I never did find that butterfly in this area.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
It's somewhere around here.
Revelio.
It's supposed to be here. I don't see it anywhere. I've ran past this spot multiple times with the Lumos and I couldn't find the freaking thing. I don't see it anywhere during the daytime.
Revelio. Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
What is making all this noise? There are noises everywhere, but I feel like there's something nearby that I should be paying attention to.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
What? How do you know?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Okay. The quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snake bird?
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Oh, it's still a thing.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger, isn't it? Or was it the quaffle?
Time to wake up from your nap.
I think it's the quaffle.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin, right?
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Peruvian Viper Tooth and Antipodian Opali, the Ukrainian Iron Belly.
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The Hide-Behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
The Hide-Behind was created accidentally by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a Demiguise. While the Hide-Behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Through its mouth? It'd have to be either the Ashwinder or a Runespore.
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Runespaw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Runespaw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny School of...
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Rivosita Serum?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Complicated types of transfiguration, advanced students is a bit of light reading.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
That is not that far. I'll never find that butterfly that's supposed to be right here. Oh, wait. No. It's just numbers. Damn it.
It's a relief to finally have an
I'm happy
answer
to let
as
you
to
know,
why that
but
portrait
I'm not
was
sure it's as
empty.
exciting as you might think.
As far as I know, this is the last spell that I can collect.
I heard
Professor
one of the
Weasley
last.
transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not... Ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
Can I just point at something? How does this work?
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you,
Never used it once.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Okay.
Glad
Oh,
to
it's an
see you
attack
were paying
ability.
close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Oh, so if I shot somebody with the shield, that's why it's such a long cooldown.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
And I'll explain. My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Alright, let's meet with Sebastian first before we do anything else. Unless that's supposed to be second. I hardly doubt it. No, it's gotta meet a Mitt first. Okay. Let's do this first with the helm.
Awful when they ask you. What do you want? I would talk about this. Let us keep our heads about this.
My family has a lineage of
What's wrong in your stickers? Afraid of a staircase?
Going all the way up. This way.
I hated I never know what to say when I write. Hello, Mother.
Lumos.
Come on. Then Amit should be here.
I do get nervous when the owls fly into the room.
Give me the page.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Okay. Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Interesting. Okay.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio. Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lodgok.
Lord Gok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
I wonder what people are doing.
Left. Here we go. Stairs. Through the door. Left.
Those bouncing balls get big. I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing like it after a fresh snowfall.
You can get all sorts of clothing at Gladman.
Revelio.
I've seen rare garments there. Very powerful, I'd imagine. I can't say I feel the need for that.
Oh, it has to do with the Alamora spell, but I don't have enough demighost statues to be able to get it unlocked.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Wait, what was I supposed to mean Sebastian? He's hiding in two places. Oh, I thought that was a real dragon for a second there. It's just for decoration type of dragon. Lame.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio.
Ah, I see. Alright, where do I have to put it? I found the ball.
Revelio. Accio. This looks intriguing.
Oh, this is down this way. Yep.
Self would be proud.
All right. I don't think Lutgard is going to tell me to the wolves, but we'll see. Oh, forget that. The goblins.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Hey, sneaky mission this time. Cool, one of the ones I'm very good at.
The door is looking at us.
Oh, that makes sense.
Go full Metal Gear.
Clever. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine.
Expelliarmus!
Even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Are we sneaking or not sneaking? What is going on? Why are they so loud?
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Oh, okay.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Such arrogance.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Someone's here. What's a human doing here?
Confringo!
Ow.
Find him! I can defeat you no matter how you shake me!
Not even in a second, I was already found out.
Let's get this over with. Enough of this.
Arrest them, Accio.
Descendo!
Ow.
Descendo!
Levioso! Accio!
Descendo!
Fuck.
no momentum. Descender! Levioso!
What did I get hit then?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through his safely, Amit. You have my word.
Accio.
Being watched by a door.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Descender. Accio.
What is that supposed to do?
Confringo.
Activate that. That starts pumping.
Accio.
This. That starts working. Okay.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Yes, of course.
I guess they're upstairs. Explosive magic? Okay.
Who's there?
Perificus Totalis.
Not quiet enough.
Accio. Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
There was a delay in the attack, which is a little weird.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Nothing there. Okay, I get to go this way.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
What if they're building a mech? A goblin mech?
as a grapple, you are.
Patricus Totalis.
Oh, little moon.
Damn it.
Far from hell. Arresto momentum. Accio. Descend. Levioso.
Moving out at once!
Accio. Descend.
Ow.
Not quite.
Reparo.
Why do you?
I won't rest.
Where's this range? Oh, here it is.
Descendo. Accio. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Descendo. It's too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Ugh. I'm tired now. I was locked up.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Bombarda.
Good thing it's a mech. Alright. What is this way?
Devil's
Seems
snare.
like going.
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Luna.
Out.
Lumos.
Lumos.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Patricus Totalis.
Oh shit. Man, I'm super tired now.
Show yourself, if you're there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. My friends are now, don't I?
Patricus Totalis.
He saw his friend frozen up and he's like, what? He's still standing there? Yes, he is.
Patricus Totalis.
Afraid to fight?
Uh-oh.
The door is looking at us.
Is somebody there? Hello? What's that? Enjoy suffering, do you?
One less human to worry about. Accio. Descendo.
Ow.
Leviosa. Bombarda. Stop avoiding me. Protego. Arrest them.
What? Started to wait till the very last second to do that.
Leviosa. I won't rest. Descendo. Lucky, that's all. Arresto momentum. I can't win. Bombarda. Descendo. How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Accio.
Clever.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Alright, so what are they building here?
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
They're building drills? They're gonna build drills to get the whole of Hogwarts.
Accio.
Oh, here it is.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
What is this? Only I had the level 2.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
We should immediately lead back to the exit.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Okay.
Without further ado, adieu.
Lodgok.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it.
Oh.
She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Past the high wing! High wing! Go!
I have no idea what I had to do next. Hogsfield. Probably gonna get as close to Sebastian as possible. Save and probably, I don't know, take a nap. Pretty tired right now. Yeah, I'm either taking a nap or I'm falling asleep. I don't know which one yet. They still pop these? I'm fairly sure. I wouldn't see why not. Damn it.
Past the high wing!
The wings don't pop anything? That's bullshit. Damn it. There you go.
High wing! Go! Past the high wing!
Yeah, I thought so. I was considering if I can't ride in with the broom, pretty sure it's not gonna let me ride in with the hippogriff.
abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Shit. Just sucked him back in again. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna save, sleep, or take a nap. I don't know which one's gonna happen first. And we'll see how we go if I come back later. But I feel like I had to eat.
Do something and then get something done, I guess you could say. These are lame. It's okay. The green doesn't really match though. Oh. I do like this one. I like this one, it looks nice. Okay, there we go. Alright. Save. There we go. Alright. It's a short day, but we'll see how the rest of the night goes. Alright. I'm gonna take off for now. Alright. Hope you have a good night. Alright. Bye-bye.